बार लेखक अपना पुराना छोटा वायुयान उड़ा रहा था। सडनली अचानक ही he was caught in dark storm clouds. Dark storm clouds gathered. उसका विमान फंस गया। अचानक वह घने काले तूफानी बादलों से घिर गया। The compass, radio and other instruments in his aeroplane all failed. उसके वायुयान में कंपास, रेडियो और अन्य सभी यंत्रों ने काम करना बंद कर दिया। Nothing was visible outside the plane. वायुयान से बाहर की तरफ कुछ भी दिखाई नहीं देता था। Luckily, the writer saw another airplane quite near him. सौभाग्यवश लेखक ने अपने बिल्कुल समीप एक अन्य वायुयान को देखा। It was a black airplane. यह काले रंग का वायुयान था। Its pilot waved to the writer to follow him. इसके चालक ने लेखक को इशारे वाला कहा कि वह उसके पीछे पीछे चलता जाए। The writer kept following the black airplane. लेखक काले हवाई जहाज के पीछे पीछे चलता गया। At last, अंत में he came out of the dark storm. वह काले घने बादलों के तूफान से बाहर आ गया। He was able to land safely. वह इस योग्य हो गया कि वह अपनी याद को जगा सकता था। He wanted to know, और वो जानना चाहता था who that other pilot was. यह दूसरा पायलट कौन था? But a woman in the control room told him. किंतु नियंत्रण कक्ष में एक औरत ने उसे बताया कि उस रात आकाश में कोई दूसरा वायुयान नहीं था। She said, "Yours was the only one I could see on the radar." उसने कहा, आपका ही एकमात्र था जो मैं रडार पर देख सकती थी। अपना नोटबुक पेन खोल लीजिए। Write down first question. I will take the risk. I take the risk. What is the risk? Why does the narrator take it? I will take the risk. What is the risk? मैं रिस्क लूंगा। रिस्क क्या था? What does the narrator take? कौन सा रिस्क यहाँ पे नरेटर लेता है? लिखिए आंसर। There were storm clouds. There were storm clouds. And it was risky. To fly through them. But the narrator decided to take the risk. He was anxious to get home and have breakfast with the family. There were storm clouds, and it was risky to fly through them, but the narrator decided to take the risk. He was anxious to get home and have breakfast with the family. Next, second question. What made the woman in the control? What made the woman in the control center look at the narrator steadily? What made the woman in the control center look at the narrator steadily? Answer is, the narrator asked the woman in the control center where the other pilot was, who had landed there. The narrator asked the woman in the control center where the other pilot was, who had landed there. But the woman looked at the narrator steadily and said, another aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplane were flying tonight. No other aeroplane were flying tonight. Yours was the only one. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. Next question, number 3. Describe the pilot's flight in his old Dakota. Describe the pilot's flight in his old Dakota. Before he entered the dark clouds. Listen again, the same question. Describe the pilot's flight in his old Dakota before he entered the dark clouds. Answer is, it was a clear starry night. It was a clear starry night pilot was flying his old Dakota aeroplane. Flying his old Dakota aeroplane. He was going to England. He was going to England. It was a clear, starry night. The pilot was flying his old Dakota aeroplane. Old Dakota aeroplane. Old Dakota aeroplane. Old Dakota aeroplane. He was going to England. He was going to England. It was 1:30 in the morning. It was 1:30 in the morning. It was 1:30 in the morning. He talked to the Paris control. He talked to the Paris control over his radio. He talked to the Paris control over his radio. They advised him to turn 12 degrees west. They advised him to turn 12 degrees west. The pilot did accordingly. The pilot did accordingly. He had left Paris. He had left Paris 150 kilometers behind him. Suddenly, he saw huge storm clouds. He saw huge storm clouds in front of him. The pilot had not enough fuel. The pilot had not enough fuel to take a longer route. The pilot had not enough fuel to take a longer route. So he flew his Dakota straight into the black clouds. Straight into the black clouds. Next important question is, describe the narrator's experiences. Describe the narrator's experiences as he flew the aeroplane into the storm. Describe the narrator's experiences as he flew the airplane into the storm. Its answer is inside the clouds. Inside the clouds, it was suddenly black. Inside the clouds, it was suddenly black. It was impossible. It was impossible to see anything outside. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old Dakota jumped and twisted in the air. The old Dakota jumped and twisted in the air. The pilot looked at his compass. The pilot looked at his compass. It was dead. The other instruments also were dead. The other instruments also were dead. He could not see. He could not see where he was. He could not see where he was. He was lost in the storm. He was lost in the storm. Luckily, he saw a black aeroplane next to him. Luckily, he saw a black aeroplane next to him. Its pilot waved to him to follow him. Its pilot waved to him to follow him. The pilot of the old Dakota, obeyed him like an obedient child. At last, he was out of the clouds. At last, he was out of the clouds. Now, he could see. An airport front of him. Now he could see an aircraft in front of him. Next question. How did the black aeroplane help the pilot of the old Dakota? How did the black aeroplane help the pilot of the old Dakota? Its optional question is, how was Frederick Forsyth rescued? How was Frederick Forsyth rescued in the black aeroplane? Rescued in the black aeroplane. Its answer is the pilot of the old Dakota. The pilot of the old Dakota was lost in the black clouds. Was lost in the black clouds. Luckily, he saw another aeroplane. Luckily, he saw another aeroplane next to him. He saw another aeroplane next to him. It was a black aeroplane. It was a black aeroplane. Its pilot waved to the pilot. Its pilot waved to the pilot of the old Dakota. He asked him to follow him. He asked him to follow him. He asked him to follow him. The pilot of the old Dakota, the pilot of the old Dakota, the pilot of the old Dakota followed him. He kept following him for half an hour. He kept following him for half an hour. He kept following him for half an hour. He was left with very little fuel. He was left with very little fuel. But then suddenly, the the black aeroplane started going down. The black aeroplane started going down. The other pilot continued. The other pilot continued following him. The other pilot continued following him. Suddenly, he came out. Suddenly, he came out of the clouds. Suddenly, he came out of the clouds. He could see an airport in front of him. He could see an airport in front of him. He could see an airport in front of him. He could see what? He could see an airport in front of him. He landed his plane safely. He landed his plane safely. He landed his plane safely. But the black aeroplane had disappeared. But the black aeroplane had disappeared. Next question, last question. How far is the black aeroplane? An interesting story. How far is the black aeroplane? An interesting story. How far is the black aeroplane? How far is the black aeroplane? An interesting story. Answer is from the very beginning. From the very beginning to the end. From the very beginning to the end. This story is full of mystery. This story is full of mystery. From the very beginning to the end, this story is full of mystery. It grieves the reader's interest. Grieves the reader's interest. The very moment it grieves the reader's interest. The very moment when the narrator is caught, in dark stormy clouds. When the narrator is caught in the dark stormy clouds during his flight to England. Nothing is visible outside the plane. The compass, radio, and other instruments. The compass, radio, and other instruments in his aeroplane all failed. All failed. The compass, radio, and other instruments in his aeroplane all failed. The worst thing is, he has not much fuel with him. He has not much fuel with him. He has not much fuel with him. Suddenly, he sees a black aeroplane. Suddenly, he sees a black aeroplane quite near him. Quite near him. Quite near him. Suddenly, he sees a black aeroplane quite near him. Its pilot waves. Its pilot waves to the narrator. Its pilot waves to the narrator to follow him. Its pilot waves to the narrator to follow him. The narrator follow the black aeroplane. The narrator follow the black aeroplane, and soon find himself out of the dark clouds. Soon find himself out of the dark clouds. He sees an airport before him. He sees an airport before him. He lands his plane safely. Near the control tower. Near the control tower. He lands the plane safely near the control tower. He goes on. He goes in and asks a woman. He goes in and asks a woman there who that pilot was. Who that pilot was. The woman tells him. The woman tells him that there was no other plane. There was no other plane except his. Flying in such a stormy weather. flying in such a stormy weather. The story is interesting so far as it leaves the reader thinking. So far as it leaves the reader thinking about the mysterious black aeroplane and its pilot. It is all about the black aeroplane. So this is very important question. All of you, would you like to speak with me? Okay, let's speak. Students, you have to speak with me. From the very beginning, from the very beginning to the end, this story is full of mystery. It gives the readers interest. The very moment when the narrator is caught in dark stormy clouds during his flight to England. Nothing is visible outside the plane. The compass, radio, and other instruments. In his aeroplane all failed.